A few weeks ago, during our series on the book of Revelation, I talked about the fact that we many times give prayers of thanksgiving for the fact that we as a church today in the United States, we don't have to worry about persecution. We don't have to worry about folks breaking into our assemblies and arresting people. And we pray to God, thanking Him for that as a blessing. And I said at the time that I understand that sentiment. But I also have to kind of balance that with my also understanding that some of the most productive times of development and growth for the church have come during times of opposition. And it begins to frame that whole category differently of what it means to be blessed. For many years in the churches that I served, I oftentimes pushed for us to meet together on the Wednesday night before Thanksgiving. I mean, it was kind of a dead time in the schedule anyway. And I thought it was a good time to have really a special assembly where we kind of had an open mic night and let everybody come forward, who, from the youngest to the oldest, men, women, whoever, and talk about how God had blessed them. And it was really usually a positive time. I mean, it was an uplifting service to think about the things that God had done in the past. I'm not as insistent upon that as I used to be, in part because it really did become pretty one-sided. It was all just the positive feel-good stuff. Today, if you do a search for #blessed on Instagram, you'll find more than 138 million posts. I know because I tried it. And if you then search down through, you'll see all kinds of pictures of beautiful, beautiful places because folks are traveling there. You see new babies and new marriages and graduations and new homes and fancy cars. Now I recognize that it's very possible that all of those may be gifts that are given to us by a gracious and loving God. But that isn't the only way that God blesses us. And those other styles and forms of blessings, well, many times they're much more complicated. Within that vein, I want to focus on the Sundays in November as we move toward Thanksgiving on some of those different blessings from God. It's a series that I look forward to sharing with you in coming weeks.